Well, welcome everybody here. I want to say thanks to everybody who really had a hand in putting this event together. It's a great turnout. It's a great event. I'm so proud of the things that we can do when we put ourselves together. I also want to thank the Chamber and all of our guests for showing up today and being part of our celebration. I'd be remiss if I didn't take a couple of moments to go through the history of our company and just kind of let everybody know where we come from for 40 years. M&N Plastics was founded in 1985. Ugo Mazzarolo, my father, is the M in M&N Plastics, and James Nolte, the N. They both had the courage to start this company from the ashes of a failed plastics company 40 years ago. They opened up shop in a small rental facility in 50th in Tampa. And for the first 10 years of M&N Plastics' early life, they basically cobbled together and built some small equipment and got to work figuring out how to make lids. After about 10 years, they ran out of room in their facility, and they decided they needed to move somewhere bigger. So they came out here to Plant City, and they moved into this facility. This facility used to be an Ethan Allen furniture repair facility. And in 1996, M&N Plastics moved in. And in 1999, that's when I started working here as a general manager. By that time, the company had been continually growing, and I found myself in a position where we had to expand, again, our footprint. And so we doubled the size of this business to what you see today. Through the early 2000s, we grew. And we forged our business through the large cup manufacturers in the industry, some distributors, and we kind of hooked on the coattails of one of the large manufacturers and grew very quickly through the 2000s. And by 2008, we had grown a lot, and we went through our very first expansion, where for the first time in our company's history, we bought new equipment, new high-speed modern equipment to run polystyrene lids for the industry. No sooner did we do that, but in 2010, that company whose tail we were riding, whose coattails we were riding, summarily dropped us, and we went into our very first crisis. Our sales dropped from a high of what they were at the time to about half. And for the next few months, I was coming to work every day wondering if I'd be locking up the doors. But through all that, we pulled ourselves together, and we came together as a group, and we persevered. At that point, we decided that we would never again put ourselves at the mercy of one single customer. And from that, the trade name of LidWorks was born. And LidWorks decided at that point in time that they were going to start selling to our customers' customers to make sure that we were in control of our own destiny. In 2015, that's when we went through our next expansion, and we got into the different material, PET. And it was all great, you know, and for the next few years, we were growing our PET business. Then COVID hit. And again, an existential crisis. But we all came together with the notion that if we worked together, we'd be able to keep our doors open, keep operating, and keep sending paychecks home to those people who needed it most. And we did. We worked together. We got through it. We had the smallest of COVID outbreaks within our walls that was quickly taken care of. But besides that, we came through unscathed. That leads us to our expansion of 2023, where we expanded our PET business, added polypropylene, and here we are today. Thank you. So we're celebrating 40 years of LidWorks, but really, what is it that we're celebrating? What I'm most proud of is this: the people, the stories. And looking back at 40 years, I'm reminded of all the people who've walked through these doors and been part of the stories that we've built together at LidWorks. Stories of hardship and heartbreak, loss of some of our friends and family members that would bring us closer together in mourning, longtime employees, as well as top managers who elected to cut back their hours, their wages, and their salaries during our times of crisis to make sure that this company kept afloat. We came together during the toughest of times, and we endured, we comforted each other, and we grew stronger together. In 40 years, there have been so many stories of joy. Babies being born, children of employees growing before our eyes. People getting married, people who met here getting married to each other. So many Christmas parties and picnics and Earth Day events and volunteer days and potluck lunches and all-night barbecues, of course. In 40 years, we've seen stories of perseverance. People who put themselves through school while working full-time at LidWorks, getting professional accreditation programs, university degrees, all while having a full-time job. Folks who spent their entire careers at LidWorks and take that tenure as a source of pride. When I first got here, Cheryl Eddings had been with the company since day one. As a matter of fact, she had been with the company since the previous company that had gone out of business. But when I asked her about that, she said, I don't want my tenure to be reflective of the previous company. My tenure is with LidWorks. She was incredibly proud. And it takes me to today. Our most senior employee, Anul, has been here for 34 years, and he has no intentions of slowing down. Our 40 years have shown us so many stories of growth. So many employees have been promoted to supervisors and leads and managers who learned new skills, new trades, people who committed themselves to learning and personal growth. I recall having a conversation with one of our employees who's not with us, who's not working here anymore, but in his life, he had come across some difficult times and run with some difficult crowds and landed himself in prison. And upon coming out of prison, he got himself a job here at LidWorks, and he turned his life around. And now he's got a wife, kids that he's adopted. He's put his life together. He told me this one night while I was cooking barbecue for the whole staff, and he was thanking me for giving him a chance. I'm proud of how all these stories have formed the identity of LidWorks, and I'm so grateful for having been put in a position to be part of it with you. When I got here 26 years ago, I really didn't know very much about running a business. But now looking back, I can tell you that the most important lessons I've learned along the way, I've learned from you and from going through this journey with you. Thank you, everyone, for 40 incredible years of LidWorks. I hope we all have a wonderful day of celebration and many more years of success. Thank you.